The fourth beta of iOS 26 has been amazing, especially the re-release that Apple has done alongside with the first public beta of iOS 26 is actually a huge improvement over the third beta when it comes to performance, stability, and also a bit of better battery life. And we're looking forward to the fifth beta, which should even be better. So we're expecting that to be released very soon. So in today's video, we're going to talk about that. And of course, we're going to talk about future updates. We might finally get the shift to a weekly schedule from when it comes to releasing new betas, but we also have a lot more to talk about the fourth beta, some new features, and of course everything else that you need to know regarding this update. Let's first take a moment to take a look at iCareFone Pro, a very simple solution to transferring your files wirelessly from your iPhone to your computer. It's very simple. All you have to do is make sure that you have your phone and your computer both connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Then you tap this button right here, enter this IP address on the browser on your computer, and just like that you will be able to browse and transfer your photos, videos, or files wirelessly from your iPhone to your computer without needing to connect via cable. Or you can use the cleaning feature, which will scan your iPhone for all the different data that you have and allow you to quickly and easily clean up your iPhone and save a ton of storage. Once the scanning is complete, this is what you will see right here, and you can go ahead and select or deselect any category you want right here, or of course you can go ahead and view them by tapping right here and see individually which ones you want to delete, which ones you want to keep. And once you have selected whatever you want to clean, you simply tap this button and you're good to go. So go ahead and give it a try by checking the link right down below in the description of this video. So let's start with some more new features that we have been able to discover on the fourth beta of iOS 26. On the podcast app, if you go to podcast and you tap on the three dots right there, you can go ahead and actually change the settings of the show. So if we go to this show right here, tap there, we can go ahead and go to settings. And now what we have here, if we go to the settings, you will see down here we have custom for this show. So this is for the audio adjustments and speed. If you tap right there, you can go ahead and set up the settings for this particular show. So you can use the default settings, which will apply of course to all the podcasts that you're listening to, but you can also set a custom setting which will always play when you actually play this certain show. So you will have here the playback speed. Of course, you can go ahead and change that, and also you can choose to enhance the dialogue or not by enabling it right here. Now, as we all know, with iOS 26, Apple has done a lot of improvements to Safari, and it has done a slight improvement which is actually really cool and very useful with this fourth beta. Now on Safari, when you start a download, you will actually get a haptic feedback when it starts to download. So you tap the download button on a file or whatever that is, you will get a haptic feedback letting you know that the file has started to download on your device. And when you go under your battery settings on the settings app, you know that you have here everything that has been using your battery. So you will have all the apps and everything here. And you will also have a section for other battery usage where you get things like the always on display or the home and lock screen. And now with the fourth beta, you will also get there the battery usage for iPhone mirroring. So if you use iPhone mirroring with your device on iOS 26 beta 4, you will also get here a section letting you know how much of your battery it is actually using. And with this new update, you will also get an improvement when it comes to FaceTime. So FaceTime video out now works even when you're connected to CarPlay. That is actually really cool. And we also have another improvement to CarPlay with iOS 26. Now, iOS 26 does a lot for CarPlay, and it's probably one of the things that it improves the most. You will love CarPlay on iOS 26. So this new feature will actually allow you to remove Siri suggestions from the dashboard of your CarPlay. So you will be able to do that and no longer get Siri suggestions on the dashboard of your car. Now, as we have talked about even on the previous video, iOS 26 Beta 4 does an amazing job when it comes to stability and performance. It is actually really good, and using it on a daily basis, I don't think you will actually notice that it's actually a beta, let alone a Beta 4, which is actually very far from the release to the public, because we have probably like another month and a half until this gets released. So I'm very excited to see how much better this will perform and how much more stable it will actually be. And you can see right here the report from Geekbench 6 on the iPhone 15 Pro Max here. The score is amazing. This is the best score that I've got on this device on any iOS version. 2,970 there on the single core score, while we have a multi-core score of 7,655, which is amazing, and it does much better than iOS 18.5 and 18.6 as well. So now let's get into Beta 5, when to expect it to be released and what to expect from this update. Well, of course, we'll get new features and changes most likely, and of course with more betas being released, there will be less features released, and of course more improvements to battery stability and performance. But expect a few changes, probably again adjustments to the liquid glass design, which Apple has done with every update they have released, but there should be also some new features and changes. But when can we expect that to be released? Well, taking a look at the schedule and what Apple has been doing throughout the summer, we can expect that beta to be released this Monday on August the 4th. That is the day that I'm expecting Apple to release the fifth actual beta of iOS 26. That of course will be the dev beta, and we should have the public beta released as well. After that, most likely on the 5th, a day after the dev beta, we should also get the second public beta of iOS 26 for everyone that actually has updated to the public beta. And it's really interesting to see what will happen next with the next betas and how Apple will change their schedule. As you probably know, even taking a look at the charts of the releases of the last few years, Apple has moved to a weekly schedule after Beta 5, which means that until now we have been waiting for a couple of weeks for a new beta to be released. And it might happen this month, so in August actually, from the 4th, which will be Beta 5, to Beta 6, most likely it will be 1 week. So I would expect Beta 6 to be released right here on the 11th of August, moving then to Beta 7, Beta 8, most likely Beta 9 right here, the RC, and then the final release. So expect Apple to move to a weekly schedule from the Beta 5 to Beta 6. If that doesn't happen, which I'm pretty sure it will, then 100% it will happen from Beta 6 to Beta 7. In that case, we would get Beta 6 on the 18th and then Beta 7 right here on the 25th, followed of course with the Beta 8 on the 1st of September. Now everything points to iOS 26 being released on the 15th of September. We're waiting for that to be the date that Apple releases this software. So most likely, if we take a look at the schedules that Apple has been following the past few years, they usually will do the presentation of the new iPhone around here. So we're expecting that to be September the 8th. Then, of course, the Friday here, the 12th, will be the pre-order. The 15th will be the release of iOS 26, and then the new iPhones will start to ship on the 19th of September. That's the schedule we're waiting to happen this year. So again, expect to move to a weekly schedule after Beta 5. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and you found it helpful. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys on the next one.